To hit y'all with the live. Don't necessarily have a story, but I got a concept that I just stumbled upon, man, and I gotta put it out here right now. You know how we all tripping? I'm tripping, you tripping, the world tripping. People don't really understand this energy thing. And when I say this energy thing, I mean being in a world of nothing but energy, like all this somehow or another, all that is energy. You energy. Y'all seen the Matrix, right? You know how they was using people as batteries? That went right over y'all head, didn't it? That went over y'all head like, look. That went over y'all head like that. You see that plane over my head? That's the point right there. Look, look, y'all see the point? Y'all see that plane going over my head? Yeah. Now, what's the point? A little bit of shade. You don't need to see me necessarily. Just listen. That's the light. Um, you a battery. Man, let me use some hyperbole. Let me amplify it. Let me magnify it. Let me say it to the 10th power. It's power and communication. You be over exaggerating. Yes. Because y'all be under exaggerating. Gotta compensate. You ain't shit but a battery. You ain't no intricate person. You ain't no philosopher. You ain't no moral compass. You're not no innovator of progress. You're none of that. You're a battery. You know the number one thing people do to neglect the damn battery? The number one thing people be doing to neglect the battery, y'all be putting all of your stock and all of your attention on the positive. Anybody got a car? Does anybody understand the concept of a battery? It's got a positive and a negative, right? Why y'all only focus on the positive? Now, mind you, I'm talking about a battery, but I'm actually talking about you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about a battery, and I'm talking about the concept of being grounded. Mm. You know what a lot of people don't like in their life? Me personally, I realize that about myself, not so much anymore. But people underestimate the concept of being grounded because we all think that we more than we are. Remember, we ain't shit. You ain't shit. I ain't shit but a battery. Supposed to be charging something. We can get all philosophical and stuff about exactly what does this battery, what's the functionality of this battery? What appliance, if you will, are you supposed to be rocking out with? Where is your energy best used? We can go off on a whole nother tangent about what's your purpose as a battery and what type of battery are you. But we're gonna rewind it back to the fact that you're nothing but a battery. And we just gonna stay there. Anybody got a car? Let me tell you where I'm going with this. Connect the dots and shit. You got a car, right? That car is the materialistic bullshit of this world. That car is everything in this world outside of you that you ain't gonna take with your ass when you leave. You know you're gonna die, right? You know you dying right now. You know I'm dying right now. But yeah, that car, think about the battery in a car. How much stuff do we foolishly put our attention on that's being powered by that battery? Everything, right? Your lights, this, that, blah, 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 the radiator, literally everything, right? Hooked up to that battery. That's positive, right? You got so much going on with your positive wire of your battery. If you really think about it, everything that come on is hooked up to that positive. But what is your battery hooked up to? Huh? Everything hooked up really in essence to your battery coming out the positive. But you got to hook your battery to something too, right? The battery got to be on something, right? Are you grounded? What you grounding yourself to? Battery. Your battery ass. Are you grounded? Think about that. A battery now in a car. How many, let's say 50, 150 things is hooked up to that battery. Battery has to be hooked up to something. It's where your ground wire comes into play. Your ground wire, that ground wire got to be doing something. That ground wire is doing something totally different than what that positive wire is doing as far as the logistics of energy distribution goes. That black wire, isn't that interesting? That black wire, should I go? Should I go? We could go. No, I'm gonna keep going this way with that. I could go this, but anyway, that black wire. Mm, that black wire underrated. Why the black wire underrated? Why is it that really why do we pay so much attention to that red wire? The one that isn't black is the positive wire. And we put all of our attention to what that positive wire is doing. But without that black wire, woo boy. Oh. No, I'm gonna go this way with it. I'm gonna go this way with it. You hook the ground wire up to what? Your positive wire is hooked up to all types of stuff in the car, right? Oh, no. Let me rephrase that. Let me get it right. Things are hooked up to your battery. Your battery ain't hooked up to things in your car. Things in your car are hooked up to your battery. But your battery ain't hooked up to nothing in your car. In theory, Your battery is hooked up to the car itself. Things in your car are hooked up to your battery, but your battery is hooked up to your car itself. Whoa, man, I should just stop this live feed, bro, because I don't be knowing if certain people can I don't be knowing if certain people can keep up with what I'm saying. With your battery ass. Just look at your car, man. You pay more attention to the things that your battery powers, or do you pay more attention to your battery? You don't really think about your battery until all of the other stuff that you put your attention on don't work no more. That's how you can tell something wrong with the battery. You know, I mean, you might be one of those people that just says, you know what, I'm going to test my battery today. And kudos to those people. Those people are probably on a whole another level. I actually rock out with those people. They go and test their battery. People don't be testing their battery. Now, let me tell you where I'm going to go with this. Let me tell you where I'm going to go with this. People that keep you grounded in life, you don't appreciate them like you should. You don't respect them like you should. You actually disrespect people unknowingly that keep you grounded in life. You're disrespectful. You're ungrateful. You're inconsiderate. You're unconscientious. And then you underestimate yourself. You're oblivious. You ground people in life, and they probably don't appreciate you. They probably don't even know that you grounding them. They probably don't put you up as high because you're not hooked up to the lights and the speakers and the nah, you hooked up to the earth. You hooked up to the whole, you hooked up to that person. See, that person with their battery ass is trying to go through this world finding appliances. What kind of, I need a C charger. What kind of plug-in do I need for this? Like, y'all be all over here. I do it too. We be all over here like, what kind of model of a damn CD player or music unit navigation do I need to put? What is compatible with my car? What's compatible with your damn battery? Because you can't really get to all of that unless the battery's grounded. What's it grounded to? What should be grounded to? The earth. It's called negative, right? What? Some people about to leave y'all alone. Some people, man, you need to leave some people alone because they don't get this concept. That ground wire is not winning the popularity contest. I got it figured out. A damn popularity contest. Hey, that's really all this is. Life. Who could be the most popular battery? Who can power the most things with their battery? You see how I put a little Trump in my voice? I don't even know why I did that. Yeah, powering things with your battery. I don't know, but it's like kind of right along the lines of him. You think like Trump? I'm just playing. But no. Why is it called negative? Very interesting. Oh man, you have people in your life that keep you grounded. How you treat people in your life to keep you grounded. Because you know that one person that you keep, or maybe you got a couple if you blessed. That person or those people that keep you grounded, you know they're not winning the popularity contest. Don't nobody be thinking about the damn ground wire when they in the car bumping my music. Y'all ain't thinking about to that ground wire fuck up. A lot of y'all malfunctioning right now. Don't even know that shit because you're not grounded. A lot of y'all, hey, look, man, this is what I'm saying, bro. If you can keep up, you can keep up. If not, go away. But yeah, you got people in your life keeping you grounded. Do you ground people? And let me look at it like that. Let's look at it that way too. Are you being a good battery? Because a lot of y'all won't ground. A lot of y'all will just stick on that positive side, that red side. Y'all don't want to mess with the black side. The black side ain't as cool. I don't know. But yeah, you gotta ground people, man. A lot of people in your life, they ain't grounding you. They on your positive wire. At any point in time, they can go away. Just take your speakers. Speakers decide they want to get in another car. But that ground wire, man, that's gotta stick. That's gotta stick around. Your battery, your ground wire, that shit somehow don't change. You can change everything hooked up to the positive wire. So just think about that. How you treat the people in your life that keep you grounded. You got people in your life that keep you grounded. And do you ground people? If you a husband or a wife or a mother or a father or a brother or a sister or just a good friend, do you ground them people? Like case in point, grounding someone, like keeping someone grounded. There's points and times where people have made a lot of decisions in life. You make decisions. And at some point, something got presented to you that probably went against the grain or wasn't the most popular like aspect or perspective. And that was to keep you grounded. A lot of times people don't succeed in life or they fall up short because they not surrounded by people to keep them grounded. Hell, I was just watching this documentary. It was talking about man, I can't remember what artist it was. Um I think it was Finesse Two Times or something. Yeah, I think it was. Anyway, it was talking about well, just like one of many people, he got screwed over with his career. His money ain't get handled right. There's so many people that had that. I'm just using that as an example. You come up from the bottom and you start reaching the top, but ain't nobody to keep you grounded. Nobody to trace it back to where you came from. Nobody who's gonna be an advocate and representative in your life for where you came from. You'll leave the positive. I mean, you'll leave, I guess, what you consider negative and grounded. You'll leave that behind and just start thinking of nothing but the positive. Everything that's rocking out with that wire. Start hooking up stuff. Man, I could put an amp in here now. Oh man, I could put a I could put a generator in here. Now I'm using my battery to power other batteries. Ooh, that get real crazy. Turn you into a generator. I might have to make another video about that. How you can get turned into a generator if you ain't grounded. Yeah, if you're not grounded, you just a generator for other people's shit. You powering other people. Yeah, that finesse 2 times guy, he ain't had nobody to keep him grounded. Once he started going up, nobody was like, hey, bro. All of these new people, I mean, they cool. There's positivity to it, but the negative aspects of you are people that was probably around during like those time frames before all of those positive things happened and you blew up. Somehow or another, you had to be moving correctly. Something was going on. Something was keeping you grounded. And in his situation, like many others, it's not like I'm singling him out, but he won't ground it. You didn't have enough people around you to keep you humble, to keep you on your toes. Sometimes second guessing or third guessing yourself ain't a bad thing. Sometimes not second guessing yourself or doubting yourself at all isn't a bad thing. Sometimes you just need to step out on faith, like, I'm going to do it. And that could be grounded. Somebody that says, man, yeah, don't listen to, that's probably not a popular move. I get what the masses are saying, but nah, you should do that. You should rock out with that. You got to have somebody grounded. You got to have somebody, when everybody's telling you go left, there's got to be somebody that, what is over here on the right? Or vice versa. You want to go to the right, but everybody's saying go left. You about to switch up and go left. That ain't even where your heart is. Your heart is going over here to the right. You at the fork in the road. You want to go right. Influence, persuasion, circumstances, whatever make you want to go left. You got to have somebody, or at least a couple of people, because hell, man, the numbers is going to get real crazy on the non-grounded side. Somehow or another, man, you got to have at least 2 or 3 people in your life that can have the weight of 2 or 300, 2 or 3,000. At least keep 20 people in your life that can carry the same mental or spiritual weight of 2 million. Because once the numbers get so crazy on the positive non-black wire side, hey, that's triggering some folk, and that's on you. I did that on purpose. Why is it triggering you that I'm referring to it as the black wire? Anyway, yeah, see, you ain't got somebody in your life grounding you. Case in point. somebody had you hooking too much over to the positive side. And I'ma just assume I don't know. If if that's making you mad, this video might be for you. Go get yourself grounded. Oh, and you damn sure ain't grounding nobody. But anyway, I think y'all see where I'm going with that. I went live. I ain't had no script. I ain't have any of that. I was just actually thinking about in life how People move on, and people hit certain tiers in life or certain milestones or accomplishments in life, and they leave certain people behind. They leave. I'm not talking about you came up in the hood and then you left the hood and never came back. Oh man, you ain't grounded. No, I'm not talking about that. Talk about people came up from the hood, made it out of the hood, or the projects, or the trailer park, or the where the goulash. You get what I'm saying. The point is that person rise and hell, they stayed. There's a lot of people. I ain't gonna say no names. Oh well, hell, there's one person I could think of, and I'm just saying, man, it's nothing personal because really shit can't be personal. Going back to what I said, you ain't nothing but a damn battery. But there's a dude in Memphis, very tragic situation. I guess I won't use him. I'm thinking of Young Dolph, but not just him. There's a lot of, for example, people that reached fame and then in their hometown where they from, that's where they get murdered, or that's where they lose their life. Now, in those situations, I don't know if that's pride. I guess pride can work against you when it comes to being grounded. But sometimes they say, "Man, dude, I'm gonna throw the Bible in here." That's not where I was trying to go, but I always can do that at any point in time. But man, they say in the Bible, even Jesus wasn't really welcome. They didn't rock out with Jesus where he grew up at, where he was born, where he was a kid. If he went back around those, well, Gailey or however you, if you go back to where he was, all up in all of those places that you hear about that sounded cool, Bethlehem and this place and that place, he ended up going somewhere else. They didn't really rock out with him. Now, obviously, he didn't need to be grounded, but there was a point that I think Jesus got. It's like, hey man, even though you Jesus, you like the most popular person on earth. You need to get up out of here. It's not going. You're not going to be able to do everything that you're trying to do if you stay here. Who told him that? Who sold him on that? Obviously, it was like God, because he of. But you ain't Jesus, and you ain't got that type of communication. But you got the notion. You done heard this concept before. People done heard this concept before. Sometimes you outgrow your environment, and not even outgrow like you become too better for your environment. Sometimes what you're doing calls for you to relocate, calls for you to change up your social setting, calls for you to change up your location. Sometimes what you're doing, you got to switch up and not do certain things anymore. And people want to keep doing those things because the crowd and the masses and all them people that then got hooked up to their positive wire, they're getting more of the credence. But you got somebody telling you, bro, I love it when you come home, but it's dang. I don't even know if you would appreciate that, friend. That friend, when you come home, man, you some super duper rock star. But when you come home, they really happy to see you. And you know they happy to see you, but then they also chop it up and be like, dog, man, you know people, everybody don't like you around here. There's a lot of people jealous of you. A lot of people, man, I be hearing about people that got ill intentions and stuff. And you know what some people think? And I'm just using this scenario. I could use dozens, but I'm just using this one. In that scenario, they think, I ain't scared. Or this is where I'm from. Or how they gonna make me not come home? Or I ain't been touched yet, they ain't gonna touch me. Or that stuff is behind me. I've moved past that. So that means everybody else has moved past that too. Stuff that happened 25 years ago is in the past. And that person probably sound like a hater. They telling you the truth. They telling you, hey man, there is people still talk about stuff from 25 years ago. It never went away. Or just sometimes you got to switch up. Who's going to tell you that in life? Man, you ever been in a wedding? And you know when they be like, speak now, forever hold your peace? I wonder if there has ever been a wedding where when they about to get married and they say, if anyone has anything to say, speak now, forever hold your peace. And somebody get up and say something. Like, and they say whatever they say. And the person about to get married listen and be like, I changed my mind. But I'm just being silly with that. But whoever that person is, if that happens, that's the person keeping you grounded in that scenario. Saying something like, Johnny Depp, I do not think that Amber Heard is a good choice for you because one of Johnny Depp listened. He was like, but I love her. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's my point. And I'm gonna let this go, man, because I think I done touched on everything that I had on my mind in this moment. Stay grounded, man. And if you ain't, get grounded. Do